So let's pull these apart a little bit. So 3 simple steps for job success, job search success. Number 1, know your personal value. Number 2, display your value. So we're back to resume, LinkedIn profile, ExecuNet profile, etc. And then finally, communicate your value. And in all caps, networking. I should have said networking, 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 because that seems to be the key in today's world of finding that next opportunity. Next, please. So let's talk about knowing your personal value. So I started to mention this. Obviously, you're going to communicate what you know. So degrees, certifications, experiences, what you've done, your experiences and your accomplishments, but also who you are. How do you go about achieving those accomplishments, leading teams, and of course, your personal values? So one place to start is to ask yourself, what are your 4 to 6 key competencies or accomplishments that you feel would best qualify you for your next opportunity? Do you have metrics and examples to support them? So the 2 things that are listed there, revenue cycle management and client relations, are 2 examples of that. Starting with revenue cycle management, it talks about the competency itself, but it also talks about the results or the outcome and the efficiencies with metrics. So driving business processes. So being prepared to bring that example alive in an interview, to give a bit more detail and background of how you accomplish that, folding into that some of who you are, your leadership style, your approach, etc., all become very important. Client relations, another. To say that I'm a great developer of relationships, I build trust and confidence. Okay, that's fine. But what happens as a result of building those relationships? So once again, you're seeing examples of metrics here. You're also seeing a little bit of the how, facilitating communication between clients and offshore teams. So that within that one simple example is bringing forward a lot of other competencies as well. So knowing your personal value is first. In fact, when we start working with our members in preparing their search strategies, this is where we start with a very in-depth examination of, first for yourself, but then with a coach, of these particular areas, beginning to uncover those competencies, those metrics, and those who you are, if you will, all of which become a part of the strategy and ultimately a part of the collateral and such that's developed.